So if you guys want to see how I achieve this melt in this install, please continue to watch this video and we'll hop right into it. So we're gonna hop right into it, and what we're gonna do is start off by seeing how the wig fits her head. And yes, I got it on her forehead, but not on purpose, y'all. The wig is actually too small, so I'm just gonna see how it fits again. And as you should know by now, I do not do the bald cap method. I do, the stocking cap and either do it darker than the skin or, put makeup on it, make it a little darker. So for this one, since it is too small, it's optimal that I see the lace, you know what I'm saying? I gotta see how far the lace goes and all that stuff. Like, I don't want too much extra lace on it. So I go ahead and cut the excess lace prior to melting it. So as you see me moving the scissors like side to side while I'm cutting, that gives it a jagged edge. A jagged edge, yeah. So you're gonna do that and cut all the excess off. And so when a wig is too small, y'all, what you're gonna do is cut the sides. Like you see right there on the ear tabs, you're gonna have to cut right there because you're gonna be able to pull that part a little forward on the sides. So we gonna do that and all that good stuff. So once we get to that part and cut both sides, you're gonna see me place it back on her head, and we're gonna get into the melting process. Okay, so I'm going to take the Ruby Kisses foundation now that we have this on her head. It's the Ruby Kisses Cream 3D foundation, something like that. Oh my gosh, this is the best one for when melting the lace. And as you see me picking it up and, tinting her lace with it. I prefer foundation over tint. I don't know why. I just feel like clients will be a little bit more allergic to tint, so I decided to use that instead. So yeah, you're gonna see me tinting it, and what I'm gonna do is make sure that I'm getting on all areas of the lace. I go a little bit on top, mostly under, and make sure I get that front so we can avoid like a line showing on it and stuff like that. So you see me, that's done. We're gonna pull it back, and it's time to glue down. I've been using the Ghost Bond Supreme. That works really well for all skin types, along with the Erica J Hold Me Down. I do use Walker's tape sometimes, but I feel that it's kind of harsh on the skin depending on the client. So, certain clients get certain things, but definitely when I'm working with a new client, my go-to is the Supreme Ghost Bond because I get the least like allergic reactions and all that stuff out of that type of glue. So we're gonna just glue that down, and I'm going to do 3 layers for her. So basically, you're gonna see me apply the first layer, and I'm using the end of the brush comb. This is the best one that I've had. Like, I use that one right there. I love it. So I just keep applying that, as the glue turns clear. As you see, I'm on to the second layer because one side turned clear and the other is going to turn clear shortly after that. See, the opposite side is turned clear now, so you're going to see me place it on there again. But just so you guys can see how clear it needs to be, I'm going to show you how one layer cleared up because this glue just dries pretty fast, and that's perfect for me. So you see how it's already turning clear and you can barely see it besides like the glue that's on the cap and all that stuff like that. I'm just cleaning off my what they call that thing, my spatula. So once that turns clear, I'm probably do one more layer after that, and we're gonna go on to actually placing the lace within the glue. So again, you want to make sure that it's thin, and if your installs aren't holding up, it's because you're not doing your glue line thick enough. Make sure your glue line is at least 1 inch thick, because if it's smaller than that, you're bound to get a slide back, especially in this heat. So what you're going to see me do now is pull her lace up. So I'm going to pull her lace up, and we're going to lay it into the glue. So you see me right here, you see me pull and lay it down. Nothing special, just really placement, you feel me? And making sure we got in the area, and I know where it's supposed to go because I already sized it up on her head. I don't use the what's that thing called, the eyebrow pencil method. I just really, I've been doing hair so long, I just kind of wing it, I guess you'd say, along with the glue line. So I'm going to do that, and this is the side. Remember, one side didn't fit, so you just want to see me moving along and placing it. And also remember, there is excess lace on there. I did not cut exactly at the hairline. I still need the excess lace on there so I can know how much to, like, have wiggle room to cut off or leave lace if needed. Because again, the unit is too small. You know, not even being funny. So we're doing that. But the lace is very good on this wig. I want to say she got it from Bougie collection or something like that along the lines of that. So yeah, I'm just working that in. So now you're gonna see me take the comb, and I'm using the airbrush comb, and I'm gonna work that in. You know, making sure that the lace is there and melted in place properly on the unit. And now I'm gonna go ahead and put her middle part there. So we can go ahead and get our melts on. After I do the middle part, we're gonna go ahead and put her melt band on. The melt bands are from me. You can get them from my website, $8. I will link it below. So we're gonna get that on and do that pretty tight. Once you have your melt band on, we're gonna move on to hot combing and, you know, form and shape. This right now is just to lay lace, not for the baby hairs. We just want the lace melted first, okay? So I'm like, hold this girl while I go ahead and, you know, melt your lace. Like, y'all, you already know we finna go crazy. Anywho, I'm about to go ahead and get that going, and, you know, combing it back, put a little wax stick on her hair, and I also have the wax stick on my website. I don't know why I left that out of the video. I think my camera cut off because it did it like twice during this video, y'all. But anywho, we're gonna go ahead and get that hot comb. This is the Andis hot comb. It does me just fine. Everyone who says, oh, they don't get hot enough, I don't know where they got theirs from, because I done had this comb for I don't know how long yet, and it does me perfectly fine. So I decided to use that one, and I'm just gonna go ahead and part her hair how it needs to be parted. I do like the middle part raised up a little bit when you have curly hair, like not that super flat look. I want that voluminous at the root look. I'm not gonna leave it like that, y'all, but you know, I gotta pick it up a little bit. So now it's time to take the elastic band off, and whoo, baby, the melt is real. Like, you know, you just see the excess lace on there, but we're about to go across the whole hairline and remove all the excess lace. So, and when removing the lace, what you're gonna do is cut exactly where the glue like leaves off at. So I did not apply the glue in a straight line. So it's basically like the glue picks up, you know, holds down the piece of laces that has glue on it and cuts. And we cut away the ones that don't have any glue attached to it. So I'm just going across the whole hairline and doing that. And I'm going to go across each side. And I know you see the lace a little bit, what would be her left side, but what is the right side of the screen to y'all. It probably looks like you see a little more lace there, but again, like I said, this excess lace, and we're going to remove and cut that off. So we're going to remove it. So now we're going to be moving into the baby hairs, and as you see, I'm going to go ahead and get to parting those. And so what we're going to do is take out a little piece. I'm going to do like 4 baby hairs on her head basically, and you're just going to see me part it out, you feel me? So I'm not, sorry y'all, getting a little stuck in my thoughts. But basically, I'm going to part out like to the sides of each one. I'm not going to put any baby hairs in the middle, like where her middle part actually is. So it's optimal. I don't know why I be saying optimal, but it's important that we don't really place those baby hairs too close together so we don't get like a boxy look at the top of her head. So what I'm going to do is I pull those baby hairs out. And if I need to pull out more hair eventually, I'll just pull out more hair. So I'm going to go ahead and do that for both sides. Once we pull those baby hairs out, as you can see, one side is going to be blonde because of how she dyed it. The client dyed her own hair. But once we do that, I'm going to go ahead and cut them. And I just cut my baby hair straight across, like nothing special, because the camera dies and you're just going to pop back up and it's going to look like there's no baby hairs there, but they really are. So I'm going to go ahead and swoop one side, and then I'm about to give you a detailed tutorial on the other side. Now that we have those parted out and clipped, what we're going to do is take some Gorilla Snot and do one side. I did the black side because you guys would be able to actually see me doing the black side. With the blonde, you really weren't going to be able to see the blonde on her head as much. So you're going to basically do it in a C motion. So you're going to go out and back in, not straight down and flip through the hairline. You're going to have to literally go at the root, pull forward, follow with your finger, and go back in. And also work that gel into the hairline. So you see me now just like taking it stroke by stroke at a time. I'm moving forward first, and then I'm going to pull the hair back into the hairline. So that's going to give me that C motion that's needed. You know how you draw the letter C? You know, you're going to do that. And you're going to work all the excess gel into the hairline because it makes the hairline look more sleek also. So I'm going to do that, and I'm going to repeat it the whole time with all the hair, you know, across the hairline, y'all. Y'all get with it. Y'all know what I'm trying to say. So basically, I'm going to do those flip, like that squiggle, and I'm going to flip it out. And you're going to notice that I'm going to need a little extra hair to get that flip out. And don't feel bad. Like sometimes, not bad, but don't feel like, you know, once you're cutting, that's it. Cut the extra hair that needs to be cut. So you're going to actually see me pull out a longer little piece of hair, and I'm going to cut the excess off of it because that's just what's needed to be done. So keep playing with it. You know, time, it comes with time. You'll get better with the baby hairs as, you know, time goes by. So there's that extra piece of hair that I was talking about. And you're going to see me get my scissors, and I'm going to cut it really quickly, and we're going to flip it again. You know, you can be very light-handed with this. It doesn't take much to get that flip. So I just did the flip with my brush, and at the end of the comb, you see, like, got it with the comb. And on the back side, I just touched it with my fingers. And that was it. Like, flatten it out with the back side of the comb. Like, that's not the comb going through it. That's the actual back side of the comb. So it's just like a little flat piece. And that's what I did. And so I'm going to do another little piece right there. And really, you just got to keep the motion. Like, if you feel like it's in a squiggle, go in the squiggle. Like, literally, like, glide your hands in that direction and cut off the excess hair. Because sometimes you can't do the squiggles because the hair is too long. Be sure not to make it too short, but also don't make it too long. So now you're just going to see me do a really small baby hair. Again, you know, follow up to give it that fullness on that side. And that's going to be it for the baby hair. So I'm just going to let you guys watch me do it. You know, there you see the motion again, forward and back. Clipped all the excess hair off of it. And you're going to see me flip that little curl, you know. So I did the opposite to what I just did. And I'm just flipping the hair. And so once we get done and I've done that, I'm going to actually tie the hair back down with the melt belt. And while we're doing that, it's going to just melt and give that nice, sleek, and polished look. Because personally, I feel like clients cannot take care of baby hairs. They don't last if they're not molded down. So I mold them down because my clients like their installs to last a little longer than usual. Or they like it to last like 4 months. Not 4 months. With like 3 to 4 weeks. So we're going to remove that melt band, y'all. And boom, baby. Those edges are molded, laid, whatever you want to call it. Y'all see the smile. Y'all see the smile. So I'm just showing you how the baby hairs turned out. And this is the finished look. Oops, dropped the AirPod. But make sure you follow me for more videos. Let me know if you guys like this and what you want another tutorial of. And I'll see you later, YouTube.